I am Guru Stu, and I'm here today to teach you about symmetrical balance. Before we gave all these videos about how to rotate one way and the other way on the perspective, and if you haven't found those videos yet on TikTok, I would strongly encourage you to go out there and do that. And if you're not the type of person to be on TikTok, well, you probably should be the type of person to be on TikTok. There is a side of it that's good for the logical, rational people, and there's a side of it that's really good for the people that need to wear straitjackets. And I'm pretty confident, as my grandmother likes to say, if you don't know the words to a song, it's really important to sing louder. And if you do know the words of a song, you can tell that we need all of the help that we can get. Before we move on to symmetric balance, I want to give you one last tip. And this is the tip. This rotating thing that I am standing on right here was taught as a perspective. And what the perspective gives us the capacity to do is rotational intelligence. Just like so. Now humans, with their abilities for skateboards, roller skates, and what have you, may have a very large degree of what is called symmetric balance. However, this is what is called rotational balance. As you can tell, I've spent a little bit of time working with these weights on this spinner. This spinner is best called a perspective. It gives you the ability to be very, very aware of what you're doing with your body and understand what you're doing with your body to make it rotate one way or the other. Now you may also be curious, why is he wearing a helmet? Well, you see, I talked with my sponsors to make sure that I could get enough funding for this project to be able to eat again and put a roof over my head so that I could make these fantastic safety videos for you all. And they said it would be okay, but they risked my health and well-being. And they said that the only way that they could really guarantee me any funding would be if I wore my helmet. It'd keep the cost of the insurance down. I figured there might be some kind of loose things coming out too, so if I've got my goggles on and my helmet, because Lord knows practicing yoga is only for the courageous, then yeah, I would be fully protected for any yoga posture. Now, the other thing you might not be aware of is that yoga requires props. And there's a million different ways that you can have props. Oh my gosh, did I tell you that in order to learn symmetry between the front side of your body and the back side of the body, it's really important to understand what yoga is? Well, all yoga is it's the ability to find balance in one's life. Balance physically, balance mentally, balance emotionally, balance socially, and balance financially. And hopefully humanity can find a way to balance themselves financially so that we can move into a space where we're concerned about our economy, how we take care of each other with goods and services and toys and fun things to do and shelter and healthcare and all those things. And maybe even one day being able to find balance ecologically for ourselves in the world. Let me zoom in here a little bit more on this mat so that the three basic poses in yoga are going to be standing, where you can do things like so, and play with the perspective like so. The next will be the next kind of pose that we need to do will be seated poses. And in order to do seated poses effectively, a simple thing that you can do is try to have the hips as high in respect to the knees as you possibly can. That'll give you a long torso so that you can breathe easily on the front side of your body and on the back side of the body. Very often when people are doing yoga, what happens is that they have never sat with a tall spine before in their lives, and when they start breathing like this, the muscles that they have to engage in their life, they will realize that they're super tight, and it will just make the situation even worse. Now, in order to make this last, so the three styles of being able to practice yoga are standing, sitting, and lying down. And your whole life you're going to be doing one of these three things in your life to be able to find balance in your life. So many people say that they don't have time for yoga, and those people, I just feel like they really need to wear a straitjacket for a while. So here's our first pose of lying down. You don't necessarily need to use any props at all. What I'm using these props for is just to show you how crazy using props can look. And don't worry everybody, that's super traditional about doing yoga. The people in Calcutta have been using 25-pound weights for a really long time. And when they use straps, generally they tie the straps to the wall and people get tied up to the wall. Makes a whole new version of torture chamber become possible. And this guy right here is probably best here. And what I like to do is support it underneath my knees so that my low back is always guaranteed to be soft. You may just want to use some blankets. Opa. Opa. I saw this in a movie one time. I'm pretty sure it's going to work out just fine. Opa. And then zopa-dopa-do. Zopa-dopa-dopa-do. For those of you who have never laid on their back like this, to be able to rest the head directly on the ground can be extremely problematic. So, as you may realize, not only is the helmet really good to be able to promote helmet culture for motorcycle safety, or hoverboard safety, or emotional safety, the helmet is also really good to bring the head up just a tad so that the neck can be even more soft. If you are having any kind of support underneath your head, you may want to tuck the chin into the heart just a tad. And then breathe and get totally comfortable. Let gravity do its job. If you're at all happy or content or joyful about this experience, you can try a smile. Just super gentle. Make it come from your heart so that it's genuine. And you can feel it be true. And maybe even gently as you either smile or maybe frown, because this might not be an easy place for you to be right now. Bring awareness to your breathing. The easiest, most gentle way that I can bring awareness to my breath is by simply noticing if I'm inhaling or exhaling. And if that is not enough for you, and you can't feel how the body desires the breath, just suspend the breath gently for a while and either inhale or exhale. We'll resume. Take a deep breath out. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, flip the right palm over so that it faces the ground. And then as you inhale, you're going to bring your right hand up and over the head, away from the toes. Go ahead and breathe in. And then exhale, right hand comes to left knee. And just bring the fingers around the knee. Go ahead, exhale. Here, find a somewhat equal finger grip. One where the fingers are sharing the amount of effort around the knee. And the only thing that really needs to be engaged here are the fingers. If the fingers hook enough around the arm, the elbow can still be soft. So can the shoulder, so can that left wrist, so can the hips, so can your toes. And maybe that can be the way that your mind goes as well. Please breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip left palm over. Inhale, left hand up and over the head, away from the toes. Exhale, left hand interlaces with the right hand. And you're going to bring the left pinky finger on the other side of the right fingertip. As you inhale, find strength just in the grip of the fingers. Where the webbing is with your fingers is all that needs to hold the knee in. And then as you exhale, you can relax your body. Keep breathing. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, pull left knee up into the armpit. Inhale, ease into the body. Exhale, pull left knee deeper into the armpit. Beautiful. Inhale, release the knee, arms reach above the head gently. Exhale, palms face up on the supports that you had before. Let the body breathe. Noticed a few asymmetries going on in your body, keeping our symmetric theme of the class running easy. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, flip left palm. Inhale, left hand over the head, away from the toes. Exhale, left hand, right knee. Go ahead and hold the knee gently. Breathe. Exhale, flip right palm. Inhale, right hand up and over the body, away from the toes. Exhale, right hand interlace with the left fingers. Take a deep breath in, relax the body. Take a deep breath out and relax the body. Breathe. Let the skin, the muscles, the bones, your neurology find neutrality. One gentle breath after another, gently, easily. Breathily, deeply breathe. Take a deep breath in. And then pull right knee up into the armpit, gentle as you exhale. Please keep breathing. As you breathe, you'll notice that belly, that hip crease, and the leg all get a gentle massage as you inhale. And as you exhale, and even as you hold the breath, like a gentle masseuse, holding that sweet spot, breathe. Take a deep breath in. And exhale everything down to the ground. Beautiful. Let the body breathe just for a few cycles of breath here. Amazing humans. Thank you so much for joining. Inhale. Hands away from the toes. Okay, no. If you did it, that's okay. But exhale completely first. Inhale. Exhale. Flip both palms. Inhale, fingertips away from the toes, up and over the body. And then exhale, keep the hands where they are-ish, and then just flip the thumbs out as far as you can. They may only go vertical. And then as you inhale, you're going to bring the thumbs closer to the ground, away from each other. And then you're going to keep the pinkies rotated towards the towards the shoulders and the ears, and rotate the thumbs towards the ears, and lift the heart off of the ground, and just keep on pushing into the ground to lift the shoulders and the heart up. Keep the fingers pointed back, pinkies rotate towards each other. Keep fingers away from the spine here, and breathe with tall enough spine. It's okay. Maybe even bring belly button into the spine. A key, crucial, important part of all wheeled and skiing and boarding activity, and climbing and walking. A slight, gentle awareness to bring the belly button into the spine. Breathe. Open your heart. Breathe. Let it flow. It may be tempting to bring gaze low, but very gently bring the gaze up a little bit higher than the eyes are. This is called eye altitude. It gives you a good right angle attitude for your perspective of the world. Breathe. Beautiful humans. All right. Go ahead. Very gently. We're going to release. We're going to release our props out of the way. Release them of their function. And then for here, this is one of my favorite places to go. This pose is called Swan. What I like to do is place the inside of my left foot to the inside of my right hip crease. And when I do this, I try to place my foot as softly as I can. And back here, I also place my foot as softly as I can. Some people may feel very comfortable bringing a blanket underneath their left booty cheek, and that's completely okay. After you get completely cozy here, place right hand on right knee, left hand on left knee, super gently. Place the head over the heart, and then place the heart over the hips, and breathe. Gazing forward. Now you might notice that right hip bone, the sits bone, comes off the ground just a little bit. And that's completely okay. The breathing in